All right, we're back. I'm serious about making these videos. I'm dead serious. So this is 2 days in a row I've actually recorded something. Now, the last video was a game from several months ago. This next video is going to be a game, actually two games, two in one. What the fuck? Two games in one video. But they're fairly short. But let's just get into it, okay? So I've been playing a lot of daily games just because I like to play it on my phone and I'm not in a time rush or anything. So I usually use this account that I'm playing on right now for daily games. And I've been getting black like every single game. So many games in a row I've been getting black. So I'm just kind of getting a lot of practicing with blackness, if you will. And everybody fucking plays E4. It's so boring. So obviously I'm gonna just when I play as black and I get E4, I just kind of do E5 and then either I'll kind of match what they do or I'll just play like a general knight C6 and bishop out and blah 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 all that boring stuff. So usually they don't play. I never see this. I never see this knight come out first. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. Let's just keep going. Brings the bishop out, which is normal. I bring my bishop out, and then so I'm still just kind of developing. But at this point, whenever they bring this bishop out, I like to try to trap it with my knight, or at least attack it. So I do this a lot, and it's actually been working out for me quite a bit because the bishop's like running out of places to go. So he just goes for it. I think he's trying for some sort of trap. He's thinking, oh, maybe. I mean, he's just losing his bishop for a pawn. It's really not that smart, actually. Um, there is a way he can maybe get two pawns out of it, but he kind of screws it up. So I take it back, and he does the right thing here by checking me with his queen. What he should do now, I'm gonna either have to move this pawn up to block, in which he gets a free pawn out of it, or I move back, which I end up moving back because I don't know. I just that's just what I felt like doing at the time. I guess apparently it's the best move. Okay, cool. It's the best move. So I moved back because I didn't. I figured he was just gonna take this pawn anyway, and then I wouldn't be in check. So I would have an extra move to move this bishop here to kind of protect this knight, and so I wouldn't lose another piece. Because if I don't move either of these, then I'm going to lose something here, and it's just going to get bad. His queen's just going to start gobbling everything up. So he doesn't do that, though. He moves here, and I'm thinking, okay. So he puts me in check, so there's an easy thing for me to do. I develop my knight, and now my knight's pinned, but his queen's not doing anything to my king anymore. Like, everything's defended. There's really nothing that can be done. He leaves his queen there to develop a knight, and then I'm like, okay, I kind of see an idea. I want to get this bishop right here. Okay, this bishop right here to attack his queen. So how do I do that? So I need to start getting rid of some stuff here. So I'm just going to start pushing, and I'm trying to get this guy right here. I actually have a plan. I'm thinking several moves ahead for like the first time ever, and I have a plan in this game. So he castles. He's just kind of wasting time. He really isn't paying attention to what I'm doing. So I just go for it. So we just have a big exchange in the middle. So I'm expecting him to try to take again, in which I could just take with the queen. And then I'm attacking his queen. It's defended by this knight, but he doesn't do that. I'm not sure what he's going for here, but he moves that up. And I'm just like, okay, well, time to move my bishop out. So this queen is completely trapped. It only has one square it can go to where it doesn't automatically get taken. He can't go here. He can't take because my knight's covering it. He can't go here because of that. He can't go here because of the bishop. He can't go here because of this pawn, and he can't go here because of this guy. He's got one move. He just surrenders. I guess he couldn't see that he could go here, but there's probably something I can do after that move to like maybe push right here and attack this guy. I don't know. There's probably something else I can do, but his queen is going to be trapped here for a bit, and he just says, screw it, I'm done. I give up. So that was actually a 11 move game, and that was a victory with black. So let's go to the next game. So this one is a little bit longer, but not much longer. And this guy hits me with e4, e5, and then he does something wild, something I never see. He goes King's Gambit on me, and I'm like, what is this shit? Nobody nobody at this rating that I'm at plays King's Gambit. I'm like, oh, okay, what do I do? So I started thinking, okay, I've seen this before. I've definitely seen this before. I saw a video about playing against the King's Gambit. What did it say? Okay, it said go d5. So that's what I do. I'm like, okay, you want to put all your shit in the middle? So do I. And then he just starts building, and I'm like, okay, what's the right move here? So I'm thinking if I put a knight out, he's just going to take. Either way I go, he's going to take and attack my knight. I'm going to have to move my knight again, so I can't do a knight. So I put out this bishop to defend this. So now I can put a knight out if I want to. So he puts his knight out. I take because that's a free piece, actually. He can't take back because it's protected. So let's go to the next one. He takes. So let me think. I probably end up, I think I put my knight out, right? Yes. So develop a knight. Now I'm attacking this. It's completely undefended. So I'm anticipating him to do something along the lines of probably moving this guy up. I can't, or maybe the knight out, but he doesn't. He just leaves it. So and at first I'm thinking, oh, okay. So now I can just move another knight out and do something else. And I forgot for a second that this is just hanging, but then I actually spotted it before it was too late. So I take it. He castles, and I'm thinking, okay, I haven't castled yet. And there's something I've been wanting to try, but I've never actually done it yet. So usually I tend to castle short because it's just quicker and easier. But I decided for this game I want to try to not castle short, and I'm going to just attack the ever-loving shit out of his king side and just kind of get him on the ropes, so to speak. So I bring a knight out, and I anticipated this, but it's fine because I just kind of move my knight up anyways. So now I'm attacking. He's defended, and I'm attacking these guys. So he has to take me, which is cool because I take back. Now this pawn is a bit of a bitch. His king, his queen can't go here. Nothing can go here or here. His king can't move. His queen's running short on real estate. His rook is in trouble. He brings a knight out. I'm not really sure what he's doing there, but I'm just bringing stuff out now because I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna castle long. Brings this guy out. He's attacking this, and I'm like, what can I do? Let's see here. So what do? I move, of course. I move the guy out of the way to just get him out of the attack, and he's sort of defending this pawn. He tries to push, and at this point I'm thinking, my first instinct was to just rock back somewhere, which is probably the best move, is to just move. But I'm thinking like a low-level, low-rated player at the moment, so I'm thinking, okay, you know what? Fuck it. He can have that bishop. I'm just going to attack his rook. Which, actually, I'm thinking, okay, if he takes, I'm just going to take that. In your fucking face. But I didn't calculate far enough to what's going to happen after I take his rook. So he can just take that, and then I take that, but then he just takes it back with any of these pieces. Like, it's defended 3 ways. So I'm going to lose both my bishops for a rook off of this. The thing is, though, I'm low leveled, so I'm also playing a low level player. So he falls for it. He's like, oh, I don't want to lose my rook. So I got really lucky here, actually. Yeah, the best move was for him to take, and then I would have just been, I might have noticed, like, hey, I'm actually not coming out on top of this situation. Or I might have just taken and then just been in a really bad spot. Like, yeah, his king side's really messed up, but I'm losing a lot of material for this. But he actually doesn't. So I'm like, okay, my next plan, I actually didn't notice any of this. Any of this during the game. I'm like, oh, I'm doing so good. Like everything's going according to plan. My plan here was I want him to take. I want him to take this so that I can take back, and I'm gonna open up this file for my rook. Like this, it's a bad plan, but at this low of a level, it's not that bad because so far he's fallen for it. So he does take, and then I take back. The big thing that I should have been worried about is this knight. He's the one really kind of in the way of everything, but whatever. So he attacks my bishop trying to get me out of there, which is a good idea. But then I just check him anyway. So what does he do next? Obviously he's going to move his king out of the way. What I wanted him to do was to go here to block. Then I could have just, you know, taken it. He can't move his king anywhere. Then depending on what he did, I would have gone here, and then it would have been a discovered check, and then I would have won his queen. None of that happened. He obviously moves. So then what do? I just go for the pin anyway. I'm attacking his queen, as well as his knight. So depending on what he does next, I'm probably in pretty good shape. Now what he should have done is just gone here, but he didn't do that. He didn't see that. Go back. What he actually did was he blundered and then surrendered immediately because he's like, oh shit, what did I just do? Because that's just a free knight with check, and it would have been, he would have moved there to block, and it would have been mate, or not mate. Then he would have moved, and then I would have gone here, and then he would have had to have moved. Then it would have been mate. Yes, after that it would have, no, then he would have moved back, and then I would have had to move out here and then gone up. So it would have been a few more moves, but yeah, it would have been mate after a while. But he saw after he moved his queen away, because he's like, oh shit, it's pinned. You know, that's the joy of being low level. You play against other low level players, and you kind of get away with stupid stuff like this. But hey, it worked out, so not bad. Not bad at all. So that's a two for one. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this low level of game. It's sort of getting into the mind of what an 800 level player, and that's my daily rating. I have around 1,000 in rapid. I just play differently. Like I don't know. It's to me daily is a little bit harder because the competition. I don't know if like, I don't want to say people cheat, but people tend to make a lot better moves because they have a lot more time to think about moves. And also in daily games, you get these an analysis board in game, so you can like click on the analysis button, and you can kind of move pieces around and see, oh, what if I go here, he can go here, and it's kind of like, it's really cool, but it makes, in my opinion, it makes the games a bit harder. So I'm lower level in daily than I am in rapid, because in rapid you don't get that luxury of time. You have to go or you're gonna lose on time. So, but yes, again, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you think, and let me know what kind of ideas you've got in your mind of things I can do while I play, different gambits I can try, different openings I can try, and eventually I'll try live streaming as well. But hopefully you guys enjoy this. Thanks for watching, and have an excellent day.